Hello, how are you? Welcome to the channel. Thank you for dropping by, and hello again if you've landed here previously. I've been asked a few questions this week about driving tests and swaps and changes, and usually I'd leave it till I get back, but I won't be able to do that because I'm here for 3 weeks. I'm not in my usual place. I'd normally be in my office making these updates in Radio Leicester, but I'm on the other side of the world for a bit, which is nice. But I'll try and answer the question while I'm here. So driving test swaps then. So it's important that we know that I'm talking about the month of March, because in April there's going to be changes. But here as we stand today on the 10th of March, your driving test swap possibilities are this. So if you booked your test yourself, you can go online, and 6 AM Monday is the best time to do that, certainly in Leicester, and then punch your details in that only you know. If there's dates, they'll pop up. You can list more than one test centre, so you don't just have to go Wigston or whatever. You can put in a list of 5, and that way you can be sort of checking 5 places at once, not one. So that's how you could do it. You could call the DVSA, ring them up. You can ring them, I get them, when I ring them, I get them from 0800, maybe it's different for people that phone in, but you can call in from 0800 up to, I think it's 6 PM, Monday through Friday, give all the details that only you know. They'll sit there looking through. Will there be a test to swap with? Probably not, because in reality, give or take, in about an hour on a Monday, the tests for the week are gone. So that's how you could do it. What if you've got somebody that you're working with, someone like, say, me? Well, maybe you book the test yourself. So you could tell me, someone like me, oh, can you help me out? So I'll go, right, so I'll ask you for some details. Now the details I have to ask you for, I have to have them. So as ever, always be careful with your data. If you give your data to the wrong person and they have got a sinister sort of motive, they can steal your identity. If your license, for example, is your name, full, your date of birth, your driver license number, where you live, and somebody who's clever, they're halfway to stealing who you are and doing all sorts of weird stuff. So definitely be careful who you give your details to. But if you came to me as either someone I'd worked with or someone I haven't, and I'm trying to help you, I would ask you for the booking reference for the test. It's an 8-digit number, it's on the confirmation email. I would ask you for your postal address, the one that is on the license, and it should also be the one that's when you booked it, because if they've changed, that's always a bit sticky. You can get into a bit of trouble with that. It's an admin, a bit of a headache. Your driver license number, it's an anagram of your last name, your date of birth, and some random numbers across the middle. Date, time and location of the test. I would ask you for your email address, and it's not strictly necessary, but if they say, what email address am I sending it to, and I go, I don't know, it just looks a bit weird. So at least I can say, you know, Mickey Mouse at Hotmail, if that's the one you booked it. So I would call them, and then I would switch it between, say, your test and one of my people. Let's call them my people I'm helping. As long as I've got all that data, they'll let me make that switch. For now, that's going to change. And this is why I said at the beginning, this is about March of 26, not April, not May, not June. What's easiest, definitely easiest, is let your driving instructor book your test for you. They go online on a Monday, they kind of queue jump, to use a word. They get access to all the dates available for any given test centre. They can steam in there, get you a date and a time, and then you can figure out later how you're going to switch it around. That's what you could do. Now that disappears as an option after the end of the calendar month of March. So April 1 onwards, people like me, the 42,000 odd driving instructors across the land, can no longer book your test for you. Big pain in the backside. I know why they've done it, because people are stealing data, like I said earlier, they're making profit selling your test on and all this. But the honest people, it's just a massive headache. But it's going, there's nothing we can do about it. For now, they're going to let us call in on your behalf and do the switching bit. So that still is an option. Not great, but it's something. So what would you do if you came to me? If you came to me with a test already booked, I would look at the people I have, my clients, and I'd see who have I got who's really ready, super ready. They can take your date, and you're not ready, and you can take their date. Or maybe it's the other way around. Maybe I've got someone who's not ready, and you're super ready, and we do that switch as well. That's how it could go. I'd need the details, I'd make the call. If I'd put the 2 tests myself, easy peasy, lemon squeezy, like bing, I can do up to 11:30 at night, I think. So it's so much easier if your instructor puts your tests and has the tests for both people involved. Definitely makes life easier. Currently, you can change your test a maximum of 6 times online. You can do it 10 times over the phone. Come the revolution, so April 1, twice only. So my advice to you, if you're booking a test and you want someone's help, like me, check first. If you steam in there and book a test, and I know why you would, and then you ring them later that day, Fred, the instructor or whatever, oh Fred, guess what, I've got a test. Fred's going to be like, what are you doing? I'm on holiday on the 1st of May. I've got another test, my car's in the garage, my wife's having a cesarean section, who knows? And then you're shafted because now you're going to have to waste one of your swaps. Or you go, oh, I'll do it all by myself then. Yeah, you can do that, I suppose. And then you'll be ringing round to people like me. And one of the things I think is, where's your instructor? The person that spent 60 hours training you suddenly isn't available. What's that all about? And sometimes it's sinister and it's there's something else going on. Other times it's genuine. Oh yeah, I'm retiring, such and such and such and such. But generally, and I'm talking about my experience now, right? 9 out of 10, my instructor let me down, in inverted commas, BS. They've been told they're not test ready and they're going to do it anyway. No, you can do that if you want. Or they've lumped a test date on their instructor who goes like, oh, I can't help you. Why didn't you ask me first? And that's nearly always how it goes. So if you want someone's help, try and work with them, is my advice. If you're in the Leicester area and if you want the help, and I haven't trained you and I'm not going to, I'll still try and help you if you can. You can drop me a message. My telephone number's on the channel. I will network a group of instructors, there's about 180 odd, who switch tests every day. I've got this one, who wants that one? I've got that one, who wants this one? And an honest person, this is my view, an honest person, a decent person will not charge you for that service. Now, you could say time is money, and it is, and you should bill everyone for your time. Some people do, and I get it. But personally, to me, like, how long does it take for me to copy and paste some stuff you sent me, date, time, location, whack it in a WhatsApp, send it off to 150 people in under a second, and then them just message me and go, yeah, I can take that. And I go, all right, yeah, tell you what, let me give you the person's number, let me give them your number, you two sort it out. I'm not involved in it after that. If you're not my person, it's between the two of you. That golden bit of advice though, right? Be careful who you give your data to. Don't give it to any old Joe, because you could come unstuck. And if you're really suspicious, and you've got a right to be, ask to see their driving instructor badge, which is their 6-digit special number with their photo and date expires. I wouldn't have a problem showing some of that. Or call the DVSA and say, hello, I want to switch a test. This guy, John Smith from Leicester, he's a driving instructor, he's offered to do it. Can you tell me, is he real? And they'll go, yeah, you could do that too. But really be careful about giving your data away. I hope this is helpful. If it is, let me know. If it is, like and subscribe. I'd always like to try and do something once, stick it in a place, YouTube, and then anyone can read it and anyone should follow it. Your driving instructor might have a different setup, that's okay. They might have nothing to do with booking tests. Some don't, it's nothing to do with me, you sort it out. Why be like that? I don't see the need myself. Alright, so thank you for watching all the way to the end. Like and subscribe and you'll get other updates. Thanks.